I've been playing Call of Duty for a very long time. One of the only things that keeps me coming back every single year are the various types of grinds and challenges that normally take hours, maybe even days to complete. Although there was one challenge that I never completed, and lately it's been a haunt to me. Like, I probably think about this 2 to 4 times a week. That is the Mephistopheles boss fight in Infinite Warfare Zombies. For those of you that don't know, Infinite Warfare by far had one of the best super Easter egg zombies experiences in any Call of Duty to date. Basically, you had to complete all of the Easter eggs on all 5 of the Infinite Warfare Zombies maps. And once you have completed this ritual and unlocked the director's cut, you had to go back and beat all of these Easter egg quests again to then be placed into the secret Mephistopheles boss fight. If you are successful in doing all of this, it will lend you the director's cut camo, which after learning this camo even exists, I have to think it's the rarest camo in any Call of Duty. So today we are going to take the first step in completing this epic challenge, and that is to unlock director's cut, something I was never able to complete back in 2017. There are 2 Easter eggs back in the day I was never able to complete, those being Zombies in Spaceland and Beasts from the Beyond. Beasts from the Beyond is pretty self-explanatory. If you've never played Infinite Warfare Zombies, that map had one of the hardest boss fights in the game. It's actually the easiest Easter egg with the hardest boss fight, and I would argue it's one of the hardest boss fights ever in Zombies history. Let's just imagine there's this small room of developers going over ideas for the Beasts from the Beyond boss fight. There was one guy sitting there that said, hey, let's have these alien rhinos have 10 billion health. That's an exaggeration. I don't know the exact number, but I'm sure it was up there. The boss fight is so stupid, man. We'll get to that here in a bit. Let's focus on Zombies in Spaceland. Now, there's 2 core mechanics to this boss fight, kind of 3. The first one being Simon Says. Yes, you have to play Simon Says with this giant UFO. I was struggling with this because it's 2025. All of our brains have rotted, and I can't remember anything past like 15 to 30 seconds. So also, if you're wrong, like if you get one of the notes wrong in the Simon Says game, it not only resets you all the way back to the beginning, but it also spawns in these alien brutes that aren't that hard to kill, but they are a pain. They down you so fast. After you successfully play Simon Says with the giant UFO, Willard Weiler will spawn in hundreds of clowns. These are basically the special round zombies on Zombies in Spaceland. If you've never played, they basically run at you and then explode if they get really close, but when you shoot them, they explode anyways, so you kind of have to stay far away. I mean, they're not too hard to handle. Once the clowns are handled, you now have to fight an alien. An alien walks through the portal. I don't know what's more difficult, playing Simon Says or having to fight an alien, but I go down immediately. Basically, the alien is wearing a necklace. You have to shoot the necklace with the wonder weapon and make the necklace change colors. Oh, and by the way, not only do you have to shoot the necklace, you have to do this while the alien is teleporting all around the arena. He gets on top of the roofs, and for somebody like me, okay, I play on a 5 sensitivity. It was kind of hard to manage. Also, at this point, I've got no perks. I'm pretty sure I've died like 4 times in this boss fight. I was in shambles. I was so down bad, I turned the PlayStation off that night, man. But the next day, I was back in the amusement park. I already know we had to run it back, man. First things first, we placed our speakers. We played Simon Says with the UFO. After the Simon Says, Willard Weiler obviously spawns in his clowns. We took him out with the Kindle. I think that was my problem way back in the day. I never used the Kindle before. This thing is insane. And we're right back to it. Round 2 with the alien. This time, I have my head on my shoulders a little bit better. I know what's going on. I can approach this with an actual plan. Like we talked about earlier, you do have to shoot the necklace. You know the health of the necklace by its color. Pretty sure it starts off as green, and then it will go to yellow, and then when it's low on health, it will go to red. Once you have it on red, the alien will actually be stunned. You have to walk up behind the alien while he is stunned. By the way, you don't have that much time, and you have to slap him in the back of the head. That's actually what you have to do. You slap him in the back of his big bald head. What you're actually doing is taking one of the power cells out of the battery pack, but let's be honest, we're slapping him in the back of the head. All we have to do now is rinse and repeat this process 2 times, and eventually he will die. The alien will be dead, and you would think that's it, right? Explosion, XP bonus, Easter egg solved. That's not actually it. These zombies keep spawning. You have to then go pick up the alien fuel cell by the portal. Take this into the Pack-a-Punch room, upgrade the Pack-a-Punch to level 2, and double pack-a-punch the wonder weapon. What am I doing right here? What am I why am I pack-a-punching the Kindle? Take the wonder weapon back into the arena, shoot these little buttons in this circle. It's getting so weird. Not only do you have to shoot all the buttons, you have to wait for the UFO to be hovering over the fountain, so the buttons will power the fountain and it will destroy the UFO, causing it to crash into the mountain. And that's the end of the Easter egg. We actually did it. It took me 8 years to do it, but we did it. And don't forget that soul key, baby. If you don't grab the soul key, it doesn't count for the super Easter egg, which is the side quest I'm on in life right now. If you don't believe Zombies in Spaceland is not one of the best zombies maps of all time, at least in Call of Duty, you'd be lying to yourself. It's one of the most unique experiences. I'm so glad we finally got this done. Next up is Beast from the Beyond. If you don't know, this map is based on Extinction from Call of Duty Ghosts. The boss fight starts like this. You're stuck in a room with these shipping crates. There is a computer AI turret shooting these crates open, random crates, and they're spawning in giant rhino aliens. It's something I have nightmares about. Like, specifically this. I have dreams and nightmares about being stuck in this situation, and that's not even the worst part. It starts bad, and it only gets worse. Small, tiny, little aliens start spawning on one side of the room. Basically, just have to survive this way, and then they start spawning behind you, and in front of you, and to your left, and to your... It gets crazy. At a certain point in the boss fight, these terminals around the room are going to activate. There's basically one in every single corner of the room. You have to activate all 4 of them within like 10 seconds, which is impossible. Okay, I don't care. And I'm not just saying that because I went down, okay? I'm not a sore loser. I'm a little bit of a sore loser, but not now. Okay, not this situation. Probably the only good thing about this boss fight that I don't think any other map in this game actually had. When you enter the arena after being down, your perks, or at least a good perk loadout, is sitting there waiting on you. So they're like, listen, we know you're gonna die, but we'll give you these perks back every time you die. So I don't know, it's kind of cool. After the terminals, there's this screen in the middle of the arena that has a 90-second countdown. So you basically have to survive for the next 90 seconds before you can interact with this screen. Like I said earlier, it only gets worse. It only gets worse, man. As soon as the countdown is over, I run straight to that screen. This is like the 100th time I've been in this boss fight. Please make it in. This will spawn in 2 rhinos that we mentioned at the beginning of the video. And this is the worst creation ever. Like I said, there was somebody, I think Satan himself actually might have been at Infinity Ward when they created these things. They have like 1 bajillion health. There's this trick with the Fate and Fortune cards. I think it's the head exploder, whatever. Fate and Fortune card gives you headshot damage, where you use the Fate and Fortune card and then you shoot them in the face and it kills them super fast. I somehow did this and still messed it up. I have seriously tried this boss fight 50 to 100 times throughout my life, and today was the day. I'm gonna use this. Oh, he's dead! Oh my god. Easy, I did it. I did it. Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Can I do this right now? Okay, no. We have to go.
Enough with the coffee break.
Wait a minute.
Projector room already.
Wait a minute. It's doing it. I think we're doing it. We're doing the ritual. Wait a minute, bro. What just happened? What is that? I'm not sure what's going on, I'll be honest. And just like that, director's cut is unlocked finally after 8 years. And we now have the opportunity to do the super Easter egg, where if we do every single Easter egg again in director's cut, we can fight Mephistopheles, one of the hardest boss fights in all of Call of Duty Zombies history. Been a little bored in life lately. I wanted a side quest, and this is what I'm going to hyper focus on. So I'll see you guys soon for some director's cut Easter eggs. What am I doing, man?